Hold on to your hats, baseball fans, because Shohei Ohtani just redefined what it means to be a two-way player in the MLB. In a jaw-dropping performance that left even the most seasoned observers in awe, Ohtani not only pitched a scoreless outing into the 7th inning, but also smashed 3 home runs, yes, 3, in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Ohtani the greatest two-way player in baseball history? Or is this just another chapter in his already legendary career? Let's dive into the details. On a Friday night in Los Angeles, Ohtani delivered a performance for the ages. With 10 strikeouts on the mound and 3 homers that combined for a staggering 1,342 feet, he etched his name into the record books. And this is the part most people miss. Ohtani became the first pitcher in Major League history to hit a leadoff homer, achieving this feat in the very first inning. His second and third homers, in the 4th and 7th innings respectively, further cemented his dominance at the plate. The 3-time MVP joined an elite group as the 12th player to hit 3 homers in a postseason game, a feat last accomplished by Chris Taylor for the Dodgers in 2021. But Ohtani's brilliance wasn't confined to his batting. On the mound, he was equally unstoppable, allowing just 2 hits and walking only 2 batters before exiting to a thunderous ovation in the 7th. Reliever Alex Vesia stepped in to preserve the Dodgers' 4-0 lead, but the night belonged to Ohtani. His performance snapped a postseason hitting slump with his first homer, a 446-foot blast, marking the first leadoff homer by a pitcher in any big league game. He also became the first pitcher to record 3 strikeouts and a homer in the same inning during the postseason since the designated hitter rule was adopted in the National League. Ohtani's second homer, a 469-foot monster, left the crowd in disbelief as it nearly cleared the pavilion roof at Dodger Stadium. This made him the first Dodgers player with 2 multi-homer games in a single postseason. What's even more astonishing is that he achieved this with exit velocities of 116 miles per hour or higher, a feat unmatched since StatCast began tracking in 2015. But here's the question. Is Ohtani's ability to dominate both on the mound and at the plate a once-in-a-generation talent? Or is he setting a new standard for future players? On the mound, Ohtani was just as impressive. After a leadoff walk in the first inning, he struck out Jackson Chourio, Christian Yelich, and William Contreras with a mix of 100 miles per hour fastballs and devastating breaking pitches. He continued to dominate, stranding Milwaukee's first hit in the 4th inning and leaving the mound to yet another standing ovation after the 5th. In the 7th, Yelich and Contreras managed to reach base, but Ohtani's 100th pitch marked the end of his outing, with Vesia closing out the inning. Before this historic night, Ohtani had been relatively quiet at the plate during the Dodgers' playoff run, going 6 for 38 as the leadoff hitter. However, his teammates and manager Dave Roberts never doubted his ability to rise to the occasion. I think this is his opportunity to make his mark on this series, and so we're going to see his best effort, Roberts said before the game. And Ohtani certainly delivered, pausing to admire his first no-doubt homer and ending an 8-game drought with his second leadoff homer of the postseason. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite his two-way role requiring extensive off-field preparation, Ohtani's plate struggles hadn't been linked to his pitching responsibilities. In fact, he had only pitched twice in the 30 days leading up to Game 4. This raises the question, could Ohtani's dominance be even more pronounced if he focused solely on one aspect of the game? Or is his ability to excel in both roles what makes him truly unparalleled? Ohtani's performance also came on the heels of an impressive stretch by the Dodgers rotation, which held batters to an MLB record low .173 average in September. Since the postseason began, Los Angeles' starting pitchers, Blake Snell, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, and Ohtani, had allowed just 10 earned runs over 58 and a third innings with 71 strikeouts. Adding to the challenge for Milwaukee, only 3 Brewers had ever faced Ohtani on the mound before Game 4. "It's always a little advantage to the pitcher when they haven't seen you before," said Milwaukee manager Pat Murphy. "But they're 170 games in. They understand that you're not facing Shohei, you're facing the ball." Looking ahead, the Dodgers' bullpen remains a strength, with Roki Sasaki available for back-to-back appearances as the de facto closer. Sasaki has been outstanding, picking up 3 saves while allowing just 2 hits and 1 run in 7 innings of relief across 6 playoff games. So, what do you think? Is Shohei Ohtani the greatest two-way player ever? Or is there room for debate? Let us know in the comments below.